Hey there, food fans! It's Alton Brown, and today we're diving into the world of Pringles. These stackable snacks have taken the world by storm. Pringles hit the market in 1968, created by Procter & Gamble to solve the problem of greasy, broken potato chips. The name, it comes from a street in Cincinnati. Since then, they've become a global snack sensation, available in over 140 countries. What makes Pringles special? Their uniform shape and stackability. Unlike traditional chips, Pringles fit neatly in their tube, meaning fewer broken chips and more snacking satisfaction. Plus, their unique texture and variety of flavors keep fans coming back for more. Now let's roll up our sleeves and head to the factory to see how these crispy crisps are made.
Our journey begins with the ingredients. Pringles aren't your typical potato chip. They're made from a dough, not whole potatoes. The main ingredients: dried potatoes, corn and rice flour, and wheat starch. This mix gives Pringles their unique texture and flavor. First, these dry ingredients are combined in large mixing vats. The mixers are massive, capable of blending hundreds of pounds at once. As they spin, the ingredients become a uniform powder. Next comes the wet ingredients. Water and vegetable oils are added to the dry mix, creating a dough that's just right for shaping. The amount of water is crucial. Too much, and the chips won't crisp up properly. Too little, and they'll be too brittle. It's a delicate balance that the factory has perfected over years. Sensors in the mixing vats check moisture levels and texture, ensuring consistency. This attention to detail ensures that every batch of Pringles starts off just right.
Now that we have our dough, it's time to give Pringles their famous shape. The dough is rolled out into thin sheets, about as thick as a piece of paper. The rolled-out dough moves along a conveyor belt and is cut into ovals by a special machine. These ovals are placed on saddle-shaped molds, giving Pringles their hyperbolic paraboloid shape. The curve makes Pringles stronger than flat chips and helps them stack neatly in the can. Plus, it's perfect for scooping up dips. Each mold is precisely engineered to create a uniform chip every time. As the chips take shape, they're checked for consistency. Any ovals that don't form correctly are removed. This ensures that only perfect shapes make it to the next stage. It's this attention to detail that makes Pringles stand out from other chips. Each curve is a little work of snack art. Now let's move on to the cooking process. This is where Pringles really come to life.
With our chips shaped, it's time to cook them to crispy perfection. The molds with the shaped dough enter a large oven. The oven is divided into zones, each with a different temperature. As the chips move through, they're cooked gradually, ensuring even crispiness. The first zone dries out the dough. Then, as they move deeper into the oven, the chips start to brown and crisp up. Timing is everything in this stage. Too long in the oven and the chips will burn. Too short and they'll be soggy. The factory has this down to a science. Each batch spends just the right amount of time cooking. As the chips exit the oven, they're golden brown and full of flavor. They need to cool down before we can add seasoning. So they move along to a cooling conveyor.
Now comes the flavor explosion. Pringles are known for their wide variety of tastes. From classic salt and vinegar to wild flavors like jalapeno, there's something for everyone. The cooled chips move along a conveyor belt under seasoning drums. These drums contain powdered flavorings. As the chips pass under, the drums rotate, sprinkling seasoning evenly over each chip. The amount of seasoning is carefully controlled to ensure consistent taste in every bite. Pringles are only seasoned on one side. This is intentional. When you eat a Pringle, you're supposed to place the seasoned side down on your tongue for maximum flavor impact. Different flavors require different seasoning techniques. Some need a thicker coating, while others just need a light dusting. The factory can switch between flavors quickly, allowing for a variety of Pringles to be made in a single day. It's this flexibility that keeps Pringles on the cutting edge of snack flavors.
After the flavor fiesta, our Pringles need to cool down again. The seasoned chips move along another cooling conveyor. Cool air blows over them, setting the seasoning and preparing the chips for packaging. As they cool, the chips are also inspected. Any chips that are broken or imperfectly seasoned are removed. This quality control ensures that only the best make it to your can. Now comes a step that's uniquely Pringles stacking. The chips are carefully stacked on top of each other. Their curved shape allows them to nest perfectly. The stacks are precisely measured to fit into the iconic Pringles can. Each stack is gently lowered into a can, ready for sealing.
Quality control is a constant process in Pringles production. It's not just a final step. It's woven into every stage. Throughout the production line, sensors and cameras monitor the chips. They check for color, shape, and size consistency. Any chips that don't meet the criteria are automatically removed. But machines can't catch everything. That's where human inspectors come in. They perform regular checks, looking for any issues the machines might miss. Flavor is another crucial aspect of quality control. Taste testers regularly sample chips from each batch to ensure the seasoning is just right and the chip texture is perfect. It's this attention to detail that keeps Pringles consistent and safe to enjoy.
Now let's talk about that famous Pringles container. The tube is designed to protect the chips and keep them fresh. The tubes are made of a combination of materials. The main body is cardboard lined with a thin layer of foil. This foil helps keep moisture out and freshness in. The bottom of the can is metal, providing a sturdy base. And of course, there's the plastic lid that gives that satisfying pop when you open it. As the tubes move along the assembly line, they're filled with our perfectly stacked chips. The amount in each can is precisely measured. Once filled, the plastic lid is snapped on. Finally, the cans are labeled with the Pringles logo, flavor, nutritional information, and expiration dates. It's the final touch that makes each can of Pringles ready for the store shelf. With our Pringles packaged and ready, it's time to send them out into the world. The shipping process is just as carefully managed as the production. First, the cans are packed into boxes designed to hold the cans securely, preventing damage during transport. The boxes are then stacked on pallets and wrapped in plastic to keep them stable. Next, these pallets are loaded onto trucks or shipping containers. The loading process is carefully planned to maximize space and minimize movement during transit. Temperature-controlled trucks are often used to ensure the chips stay fresh, especially when shipping to warmer climates. From the factory, Pringles might go directly to stores or to distribution centers. These centers act as hubs, receiving large shipments and then sending smaller quantities to individual stores. It's a complex logistical dance that ensures Pringles are always in stock where you need them. The next time you grab a can off the shelf, think about the journey it took to get there. In recent years, Pringles has been making strides in sustainability. One major focus has been on packaging. The iconic Pringles can, while great for protecting chips, has been challenging to recycle. In response, Pringles has been testing new, more recyclable can designs. They're working on a can made from recycled paper that's easier to recycle after use. Energy efficiency is another area of improvement. The factory has implemented measures to reduce energy consumption, including using more efficient ovens and optimizing the production line to use less power. Some facilities are even exploring renewable energy sources like solar panels to power parts of the production process. Waste reduction is also a key focus. The factory aims to minimize food waste by repurposing imperfect chips. These might be ground up and added back into the dough or used for animal feed. It's all part of a larger effort to create a more circular, sustainable production model. And there you have it, folks. We've followed the Pringles journey from raw ingredients to finished product. It's a process that combines precision engineering with culinary creativity. Each step is carefully controlled to ensure that every can of Pringles delivers the same satisfying crunch and flavor. What started as a simple idea to improve on traditional potato chips has become a global snack phenomenon. The unique shape, the stackable can, the variety of flavors, all these elements come together to create the Pringles experience. Next time you pop open a can of Pringles, take a moment to appreciate the journey it's been on. From the carefully mixed dough to the precisely curved shape, from the flavor-packed seasoning to the iconic packaging. Every Pringle is a little miracle of modern food production. And that wraps up our tour of the Pringles factory. I hope you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at how one of the world's favorite snacks is made. Until next time, this is Alton Brown saying stay curious and happy snacking.